Good morning. Yesterday I went bream fishing. I went to the famous Kingmere Reef, shaped like the map of Italy. It lays just off of Littlehampton coastline. It's quite a shallow reef, about 30 to 35 foot deep, very rocky, and it's the bream mecca. These were the hooks I was using yesterday, supplied by Cox and Raw. These ones I found to be the best. They're a lovely shape and size and super strong, and all I was doing was connecting them to 25-pound fluorocarbon and using a pop-up bead which just helps it float up in the tide and not get snagged. And the best bait of the day was strips of cuttlefish. I'll show you the setup I was using. I had to use a sacrificial anchor. It's a graveyard for anchors, that reef. This is the sacrificial anchor I was using yesterday. As you can see, I've just tied it directly to my rope. You can see where it's been bent up, where I pulled it out of the reef. That happened a few times when we re-anchored, but you need one of these down there. Right, well, I'm going to clean the boat up because it's literally smothered with cuttle and squid guts and whatever else I was using yesterday. So I hope you enjoy the video. Please give it a like, and I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and it means the world to me. You'll see the dogs in the video tomorrow. Hope you enjoy it, and there should be a few more coming up. I'm going to do a video of the Sea Angling Classic that I'm fishing for Lowrance in June, some snippets on Facebook and other bits and pieces. But yeah, hope you enjoy the video, and please keep watching. Come on. Get on, Pip. Come on. Get in. Get in. Skip. In. Come on. Skip. In. Come on. Right, good morning. It's 10 to 5. We're just going to make our way around to the lock now and get the 5 AM lock.
You're looking for an outbound? That's correct. You're looking for an outbound. Good morning. The port hand lock is just about to open, closing at 0500.
Right, we've just got ourselves out here. It's taken about 2 hours to get out here. You can see the wind farm behind the back of us, so we're on this reef. We're going to get ourselves set up, get the life jackets on the dogs, and I've got some ground bait, some rice, boiled rice with some fish oil and squid and this, that and the other, and we're going to I'll show you the rigs that we're going to use and the rod and the setup that we're going to try. We're just going to wait and see how our drift is. I've got a sacrificial anchor that I'm using today, which is made up of a sash cramp and some Rio bar, just because this is really snaggy, this reef. I don't want to lose my anchor, but someone messaged me last night and told me that I don't want to be putting my chain onto it, so I'll lower it down on the rope. So we'll get set up, and then I'll show you how we're going to fish today. Right, today I'm going to try this that I bought. It's a bait dropper, and as I say, I've got in here, I've got some frozen rice that I've soaked in fish oil, and we're going to cut a load of squid up and mix it with the rice in this bucket. And what this does, when it hits the bottom, it opens and it'll hopefully attract the fish. So we're going to drop this down a few times and hopefully bring the fish to us. So we'll try that and see how it goes. All right, well, what I'm doing at the minute, I'm I've got some of these jumbo squid here, and I'm cutting these all up into small pieces, and I'm going to put them down in this ground bait with this rice to hopefully attract. I'm just chopping it all up nice and small as I can get it. I'm just mixing this all up, and then I'm going to put it into that dropper that I've got. So with this tool here, it's great. It just smashes everything up. It's really gloopy, and I'm hoping that the rice will make it like nice and cloudy and bring the fish to us, hopefully. Okay, I've got this bait dropper on my rod now, and hopefully when it hits the floor it'll release. So let's get it over, get a bit of ground bait going. So hopefully that's released. Give it another tug. Yeah. So that's released. So first bomb's down there. I'm going to put a few, sort of one every half hour or something down, and just get a scent trail going. Well, basically what I'm going to use today is I'm going to use a free hook paternoster, and I've got these lovely Cox and Raw hooks. I don't know if you can see them. They look really strong and nice, and what I'm using is a small green and orange. It's a pop-up bead which will just hold that up in the tide. So that's the weight end. Let's see if this comes out without tangling. A miracle. So yeah, that's basically the trace I'm using today. So weight goes on the bottom, and I've got three. So one of the hooks is going to go past the lead, one in the middle and one up the top. So let's get that up, and what I'm going to put on this is I'm going to put I think a party squid on the top two, and a strip of cuttle on the bottom, and just mix it up and see what's working the best. So lowering it down slowly, so you don't want them to tangle, and I'll just let that weight just hit the top of that reef, and I just want it just bouncing, so I'll just bring it up a touch. So it's literally just bouncing on the bottom. It looks like we may have a bite straight away on that one. Yeah, that feels like a bream bite. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hold that, and when that starts to bite, I'm just going to lower the tip of the rod. Hopefully, I mean, generally these hook themselves, but well, Danny's just caught a lovely black bream there. The size of that one, that's an absolute beauty. Well done, Dan. And what was that on? Cuttle?
Yeah.
Yeah, beauty. There he goes. Okay, looks like I'm in here. Whenever I turn my back, the rod goes wild. Right, then bring them up, of course. Look at that one, isn't it? Look at the size of that one. Hopefully it's not stripped my bait. Another beauty here. The size of that one, that must be a good 3 pound there. I'll weigh it in a minute. Get a photo. 2.5 then. It's alright, isn't it? The mackerel just came in. Danny's got some feathers down, so it's always nice to see that. Nice sort of mackerel. Right, yeah, okay, I've got one on here now. Yeah, it's only a small one, but only a baby, but nice. Nice lips hook. Alright, so what I'm doing is I've tied this to a rope, and I'm just sort of every 20 minutes, half an hour, I'm just chucking it over the side, and that releases, and we're just chucking rice and squid guts. It seems to be attracting. I think I've got something on the back rod again, so hopefully we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. It's a bit messy. The boat's just pulled up by us. He's on anchor as well with I think there's 3 anglers on there, so we must be on the right ground.
Bloody conger.
Oh, it's got a conger. Can you believe that? Oh, good luck with that, getting that off. Right, we've just moved to this new spot and we're both getting bites straight away. I think Danny's got a bite on this rod and I'm getting one on this one on the back. I've just lowered my ground bait dropper down, and it's just fallen off the rope, so I'm not too happy about that, but there you go. Well, the tide started picking up a bit now. I was just saying to my friend we'd probably maybe just move back to where we were, and then all of a sudden we've just started eating bream after bream. I've just had a small pollock, but the rods are going ballistic at the minute. It's typical, as soon as you put the camera on they stop. This back one I'm getting an inquiry on at the minute, but whether it's just because we've changed bait or whether it's just because the tide's picking up. Oh, well, that dog's chewed mine. They put one down and then the other one goes. So tempting to strike them, but you don't want to strike them, do you? Yeah. You want to almost, you know, they've got to hook themselves. Well, the sea's like an absolute mill pond today. I don't know if you can see it. It's absolutely flat calm. Just a little bit of wind. A few boats over behind the back of us there. I don't know where they're on. Well, just got a conger reel. Didn't really want to get one of these. Only a baby, but on a bream rig. I expect it'll snap in a minute. See if I can get him off. Oh, it's just snapped my hook. Oh well. Danny's just into one now. Turn it round a little bit. Have a nice small bream. Lovely markings. Well, it's got a bit stormy over here now, but we're going to call it a day. I think we've had a good day. We've had quite a few bream. Had nothing really over about £3, but there you go. Yeah, I've had a really good day. So yeah, I think we're going to head back to Sovereign Harbour, make the journey back. So I'm going to get the anchor in now, and then we'll be on our way.